What video are we making? We're making a video about this whole jump cancel thing that a lot of people are talking about, and it's going to gain a lot of traction right now. Jump canceling is a bug, exploit, whatever you want to call it. It's actually a legacy thing, and it's not something new. A lot of people are saying it's new, but it's actually existed in... We've known about this in Street Fighter 6 since the game came out, and it's existed in Street Fighter before even Street Fighter 6, and even in other fighting games too. So there has been some new discoveries though, so we're going to go into details on it. I'm going to explain what it is, why it is, and how to do it yourself. And we'll see if Capcom makes any changes to this. So the reason a lot of people are talking about this again is because of Kobayan. Kobayan is this absolutely amazing Zangief player that has been destroying all the top players in Japan. With Zangief, and he's using this jump cancel technique, and he's been mauling everyone in Topanga and just destroying all the top players in like first to 7 sets. He's using jump canceling at a very consistent rate, which has everyone kind of re-exploring this, and now they're discovering uses for other characters. So it's not just with grapplers. How are we going to start off by explaining this? Okay, the first thing you need to know is that in Street Fighter there's pre-jump frames. So what that is that when you tap up to jump in this game, your character doesn't actually leave the ground on the first frame. It actually your character actually stays on the ground for a bunch of pre-jump frames. It's usually 4 for every character, except for Zangief and Lily. It takes 5 frames, and then they finally leave the ground. However, the second you tap up, even though you haven't left the ground immediately, you're actually throw invincible. This is why if someone's like holding up after you knock him down, let's say like I knock down Ryu and I try throwing him, but he's holding up, this is why you can't throw them. Because even though they haven't left the ground, they're invincible because of the pre-jump frames, to throws specifically, not buttons. You know, if I hit him with buttons, then obviously he can't jump out. So we can kind of take advantage of this, and the best way I can describe this is kind of like Kara canceling, how you Kara cancel a button into throw by using the button's forward movement to go into your throw, or roll canceling in like the Capcom vs SNK 2, where you're maintaining the roll properties, the roll invincibility, and canceling your roll into a special move. And then in this case, you're canceling the jump into a special and maintaining the throw invincible properties of the pre-jump frames. I know it sounds confused, but don't worry, I'm going to show a whole bunch of examples for you guys. So what I'm going to do with Zangief is after I get knocked down, I'm going to do a normal SPD, but I'm going to do an SPD and end it in the up direction or an upwards direction, and I'm going to delay pressing punch. I'm going to try to do the SPD during my pre-jump frames, and what happens is the game reads it as I'm jumping, that I've jumped, but I do the SPD fast enough that I haven't left the floor, because like I said, the pre-jump frames. Zangief has 5. So it's a pretty big window for a character like Lily or Zangief to do this, and that's why this is what most people know for jump cancel. This is, like I said, very common knowledge. Let me show an example here. All right, so I got Ryu to sweep me, and then he just throws me, immediate throw. And then I'll press a button, like crouching light kick. I'm mashing. This is my 4-framer, so I'm gonna mash my fastest button just to show you this is airtight. I'm mashing my button, okay? So I'm gonna do SPD now, and with the jump cancel, and boom. You're like, what? How did I SPD him when he hit me with a throw? I couldn't even stick out my 4-framer. It's pretty crazy. So Kobayan, this Zangief players know about this, but Kobayan is doing this with such consistency. It's not the main reason he's winning, because he's godlike. This is one of the tools that's blowing a lot of people out and it's throwing people off, because this is very, very powerful. What this does is, first off, you know, throw is very strong in Street Fighter 6, right? It blows up wake up parry, and people are scared of shimmies. So throw is a great option. You know, take the throw. But now, because Zangief's doing wake up SPD, let's say Ryu does a shimmy, like baiting the throw, well, he still gets hit by SPD, because the SPD range is so crazy. So it beats throw, it beats shimmy, and it beats block. Let's say Ryu blocked and he expected me to do a drive reversal. So I do something like this, right? He's trying to bait it with something. Well, same thing. He'll bait it, wait, and he'll get SPD'd. So now you have something like almost like an option select that covers 3 big offensive options. That is a big deal. Zangief's SPD is, like I said, one of the longest range grabs. This is madness. Another thing too is that it's a punish counter. It counts as a punish counter because the throw whiffs, right? So I'll show another example again. I did OD SPD, punish counter, look how much damage that did. Massive damage. I get the crazy range, and it punishes the throw. So everyone is second guessing throwing Kobayon or not, and it just helps them because Zangief's one of his biggest weaknesses is he doesn't have a reversal. And having something that's throw invincible like this is so powerful, guys. It's so good. Now it's any grab. So let me show an example with Manon. Okay, so I'm showing another example with Manon. She's using her command grab. I'm mashing crouching light kick. You see it's a counter hit, so it's real. I can't. There's no gap here. Boom. I beat other grapplers' command grabs with my command grab. Super powerful. So once again, to do this, I'm simply inputting an SPD on wake up, but I'm holding up or any upwards direction, and I'm delaying pressing punch or 2 punches for the OD so that my character jumps first, but I'm canceling it fast enough before my character leaves the ground. That way I maintain the pre-jump frame throw invincibility properties. All right, what's some more examples I can show you how crazy this is? I'll show you the same thing with Lily. So Lily, same thing. I'll do light kick. She's counter hitting me. So see, I command grab poor Mono instead. OD grab and normal command grab. Very, very cool. So Lily and Zangief are some of the most practical and easiest to do with. Like I said, they're both the only characters in the game so far that have 5 pre-jump frames. So the question is now, what if we go further? Beyond. So like I said, this is gaining a lot of attention from everyone, but now people are revisiting this old school exploit / bug, and they're finding more stuff with it. So what happened? So you can actually jump cancel any special move, but since the other characters' pre-jump frames are so low, it's much more difficult. All right, I'm going to jump cancel Ed's OD blitz because Momochi went straight to the lab and he was licking his lips. He's like, man, Momochi got mauled by Kobayon, so he's probably like, man, I'm gonna use this on him next time. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing. So with Ed, I'm going to wake up, quarter circle back to up back 2 punches. So I'm basically doing a reverse tiger knee motion to do OD blitz because I need to cancel into a jump. The window for this is very, very small. So once again, I'm showing you this is frame tight. I'm trying to mash lights. I'm getting counter hit. All right, now we're going to try to do OD blitz. Ooh, I got it. Look at that. Look at that. Is that not hype? A wake up OD blitz that blows up throws. And this is the cool part. OD blitz is safe on... Oh, I don't have the frame data. Damn. I blew up the surprise. OD blitz is -3 on block. It's safe. So if they shimmy, the blitz covers your tracks. If they block, the blitz covers you. And if they go for a throw, they eat a level 2. Now, here's the thing, guys. Only Momochi is gonna be able to do this. And this is one of the reasons why no one really cared about this. Like I said, it's known, but you can do it with any special. Okay, so let me talk about the most recent discovery now. Charge characters have an advantage here. So when you do a down charge move, there is actually a bigger window to do your down charge before you jump. More pre-jump frames. And the reason for this actually makes a lot of sense. It's so that if you're doing a flash kick like move in this game, you don't accidentally jump first before you execute the move. Like you're doing a flash kick, you don't accidentally jump and do kick too often. So Capcom added that leniency. However, this can be exploited with the jump canceling. If you carry cancel your down charge move into another special move, you get an even bigger window and can use it for other specials. And you can only do this with charge characters. So this is especially good for Blanca. I'll show you why. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do a flash kick charge with Blanca, his up ball. But instead of pressing kick, I'm going to press any kick and two punches at the same time. Kick and two punches at the same time. It doesn't matter if it's light kick, light punch, and medium punch. I'm personally going, just because it's comfortable on me on pad, I'm pressing medium kick for my up ball, medium punch, and heavy punch all simultaneously. These 3 buttons. You can see in the middle of the screen what I'm pressing, okay? So I'm going to charge down, and I'm going to go quarter circle back to up, and I'm going to press those 3 buttons. And what's going to happen is, since I'm pressing 2 punches with the kick, it's going to override my flash kick, and it's going to do OD electricity instead. And let me show you the magic. Right now, the chat is just like biting on their nails. Or like, no, Vesper, please, no. You guys know what's going to happen. But a part of you just doesn't want to believe. So the window now, and it gets better. It gets better, guys, because OD electricity, it's +4 on block. It's plus. You think it was bad enough with wake up ball? +4, and it cancels into level 2. So let me show you another like really common scenario, okay? Say like Ken goes like drive rush low forward jab into throw, into tick throw. Like very common scenario. I'm mashing light kick, okay? Look at this consistency! I did it twice in a row. Oh my god, guys. I cannot explain how devastating this is. Can't call me emergency pad. Hey, you guys are lucky Bison has nothing. Because I immediately went to the lab with Bison and I'm like, bro. With Bison, unfortunately, his OD back fist combo is -25. And his OD knee press is -15. So he can do these moves, but the opponent blocks it. I'm bread, right? There we go. There we go. All right, let me show you guys the reference where I got this from. This is from Loxo. And keep in mind, this is translated to English using software. So anything that I say that could be incorrect in regards to the frame data or anything, I don't fully understand this. So I'm just going off of Loxo. So if there's any more information you guys can give me, or if you'd like to look up more information, you can search him up on Twitter. So yeah, he shows a lot of cool examples of this using various charge characters. And you can see like going for a throw and OD air slasher, throw invincible, OD electricity, throw invincible. On very common scenarios, throw loops, drive rush pressure situations where there's the threat of the throw. Here's where I got the frame data information from. Even Honda got buffed from this, guys. Invincible OD hands. Throw invincible. How hype is that? Isn't that cool? The game has evolved. We've reached the roll canceling phase. Okay, so I should point out, as powerful as this technique is, it does have a weakness. And that is if the opponent simply does a media on you, it'll blow up whatever your special move was. So it's only throw invincible, not strike invincible. So if I get Akuma to go for the throw first, I show the jump cancel. So I'll show an example of the jump cancel SPD. And then this time he goes for the meaty. It doesn't matter if I perfectly do the jump cancel. He's going to hit me with a meaty. I'm going to get hit by a full combo from Akuma. But with that being said, it's really, really strong. It's kind of like there's characters like Cammy doing dive kick on wake up, or Air Blanca ball, Jury jumping medium punch, Rashid doing his OD double jump. There's moves like that cover much more, give you much more defensive options than other characters do. And now let's talk about the strength of this and if Capcom should fix it. Like where you guys stand on it. And I'm not sure. This is something like I said has been around in Street Fighter for a very long time. It's a legacy thing, and I don't even know if they can fix it from a programming perspective. But they have fixed like Kara throws, for example. They did take that out of the game. I think on Zangief in particular, Capcom might go after Zangief because first off, the jump cancel SPD is pretty easy to do. It's definitely practical that you can master this like Kobayan has and do it consistently. But what this essentially does is it kind of tips the whole paper, rock, scissors defensive game more on the defensive player's side, which I don't know if is a good thing. You know, if you're someone who scored a knockdown, it should be in your favor, you know? So this covering throws, shimmies, and block is quite a lot. That's very, very strong. The Blanca Ball and Dive Kick, if you went for a shimmy, you block it, then the other player is safe. But for Zangief in particular, it's SPD, punish counter damage, and you get Oki, you know, drive rush Oki right after, which is quite snowbally that we've seen from Kobayan's matches. So this will get a lot of attention by the time you guys see this, and there'll be probably more discoveries since then, and we'll see what Capcom decides to do. And it's kind of funny because this is like, you know, a few days before EVO. So I wouldn't be surprised that a lot of players that are playing charge characters, especially Blanca, are definitely going to be looking into this and learning this. But yeah, let's wrap this up. That's pretty much everything I have to say on it. I'll keep you guys posted. We'll see what happens at EVO, if there's any blowups or if Capcom decides to fix this and consider it a bug slash exploit.